Anyway, keeping it real, keeping it real. What's going on this Monday? Ooh, taking my shoes off. First of all, I had to take them off earlier. Something crossed my mind today, and it had normally when I think about what I'm going to talk about on here, it's usually a theme that keeps repeating throughout the day. That's how I kind of come up with my topics. And so today's topic, I'm not sure what I want to call it just yet. This is random. So I heard something yesterday. Pastor said something during our service yesterday over the phone. That's how we doing our service. And he said, you go into a restaurant and you eat, but you never meet the chef. You never meet the person that prepare your food, like the person that cook your meal. Now we ain't talking about McDonald's or Burger King, like a restaurant. You rarely ever meet the chef, but you eat the food, you enjoy the meal, or you don't enjoy the meal. Nevertheless, you don't know who prepared that meal, right? But sometimes when people are sharing messages or giving messages, via social media or whatever, we just kind of, if we know their past or we know their background, we just be like, I can't believe I hit, whatever we say out loud, we say these things, right? Because of the person that's giving the message, but you don't know who God uses to deliver the message, right? So let's just stop looking at this person, right? And just listen to the message. If we could just focus on the message, just think about that. And so I thought about that, and it's been the theme for the past, let's say about the past week. So it was an incident. And this stuff that I'm sharing is real life stuff. It's not nothing made up. So here's a scenario. I could say something, and somebody else can say it, and they don't hear what I say. They hear what the other person says, right? So that's been the theme, and I'm sitting here like, I just said that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know, like what is that about? Like, do you understand that? I don't know. It's just a theme that I've been seeing. And when he said it yesterday, it just really just kind of like the light bulb went back off again. Like, wow, you're right. Because there have been plenty of times that we have, we all have visited restaurants when the outside was open, and we sat down and we ate, and you never meet the chef, right? You don't meet the chef. Person comes out, takes your order, brings your food, and you never meet the chef. You might meet the manager. Might come around. How was your meal? Everything was, they come checking on you every now and then. Not often, but some do that. And so when he said that, it was like, wow. He was like, people are, sometimes they be so focused on the person who's delivering the message versus getting the message, right? People stop going to certain places, churches or whatever. They stop going to these places because a certain person is preaching or giving their sharing their story or whatever the case may be, right? Just because that person is doing it, you don't like that person, you don't want to hear the message. And it's like, wow, really? I don't know. It just made me think when he said that, and because it has been like a theme, it ain't really me just delivering a message. It's just certain things that I was saying, and what I was saying was getting overlooked, and this happened before in the past. Things that I've said have been overlooked, but somebody else said it, and it's like, oh wow, yeah, this is a brilliant thing. But when I said it was nothing, and so I thought about that when he said that yesterday, and it just made a lot of sense. And sometimes I think myself, have been guilty of not, just seeing something and, you see the person, and it's really judging, right? You see the person who is saying, you're like, oh, you probably stroll a little faster. Oh my God, no, But you have to just be mindful of don't even look at the person. It's not about the person. It's about the message. That's what we have to realize. It's not about the person delivering the message. It's the message. And he will use different people to send messages to you, period, right? To send a word to you. But we get so stuck on that person, their past or whatever reason why you don't want to listen to it, or you just think that, whatever you think. And it just kind of crossed my mind yesterday, and I was just like, wow. Makes a lot of sense, and I'm guilty. I've definitely have been guilty of that. And like I said, once I started doing my videos and motivation, inspiration, all that stuff, there, you get in these little moods, you feel different ways, but I'm really working on a lot of areas, and that's definitely one of them. Not really responding to the criticism, the critics, the stuff that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm about. So I this is what I do. I just, if it's not pertain to what I'm talking about, or any, if it's not a, what's the word I'm looking for? If it's not about, excelling or up leveling, I'm not really entertaining the conversation. I'm just not. So it's not, I guess you can say I'm ignoring it, because I choose to be mindful of what I respond to. Let me say that. I choose to be mindful of what I respond to, because I don't know what's going on right now, but I get a lot of people just coming, and I don't really, I get a vibe, I get a feeling, and I'm just like, no, that ain't what I'm about, and I just don't even respond. And some people I have to block because it's just something funny there, and it don't feel right, and I just be like, I don't want it. And so I'm seeing that a lot more now than ever, if that makes sense. Is there are people that, they just, I don't know what's going on. People sitting in the house, they got a lot of time on their hand, they want to whatever, but if it ain't what I'm on, I ain't on it, And so that's just where I'm at with it. But I'm definitely still work in progress. I am. And I'm all about just recognizing my triggers. I'm all about self-development, personal self-development, because I'm not going to let nobody take me back to where I came from, like just going, just saying stuff and doing stuff, and it's not benefiting me or them. So I'm all about excelling. I'm all about growth. And if that ain't what you want, then it's okay. But don't try to, come into my little personal space bringing some unnecessary mess, because I don't want it, nor do I need it. Where I'm headed is not down here, it's up. And so that's the conversation. That's my post. That's everything to me right now, And so I was just thinking about that today, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, and just like, I don't like feeling like that, So if I feel like you're coming at me crazy or sideways, and it's like, I'm just blocking. I don't have time to sit up here and tell you whatever to make you feel good. So I'm all about self-improvement. I'm very aware. I'm so much aware now more than ever, because of, I just been working on myself, period. So that's where I'm at with it. And I wanted to come on here and share this, because initially I was just talking about, people delivering messages, and sometimes you don't want the message, but it came on my heart, because this is what's happening right now. People are just, I don't know what it is. They got a lot of time on their hand. I don't know what they're looking for, but it's all about the movement of going up, not backwards, not sideways, not crossways. Like, it's all about excelling. It's all about growth. It's all about personal growth, spiritually, financially, emotionally. Like, I'm all about the growth process. So, just want to just put that out there, because in this prayer, we just have to pray for one another. I don't know what people are going through. I don't know. I know personally, my personal space is my personal space. And I don't let everybody in like that. I just don't, when it comes to certain things. Like, no, I share my experiences all day long. You guys know that. But when it comes to my personal stuff, like, we ain't about to do all of that, because I work so hard to get where I'm at. So I'm not going to let nobody take me back down wherever they're at. And sometimes people do that, right? They're in a bad space. They're trying to pull people like company. Misery loves company. That's the word. Misery loves company. And I'm sorry, you gotta go there alone. You gotta be over there by yourself, because we're not doing it. I'm not doing it. We're all about forward-moving conversations. That's the word I was looking for earlier. I'm all about forward-moving conversations, forward-moving actions. And if you're not about that, then we ain't got nothing to talk about. I'm just going to be real with you. We ain't got nothing to talk about. So I just want to come on here and share that, because it's on my heart. And I'm like, I don't like feeling like that when people come at me crazy. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or nasty, but my personal space is my personal space. And you can't let nobody bring mess in your personal space. You can't let nobody do that. You can't let anybody take you back to where you came from, right? We're all about growth. We're all about excelling, forward-moving conversations. That's all I'm about. So I just wanted to make that clear, and just wanted to share this video in hopes that it inspires and touches someone who could be possibly going through the same thing. Like, you're not alone. We're gonna rock this thing out. Just keep on working on yourself. Self-development. Keep on working on yourself. I feed myself with so much positive inspiration all day long, and so it's so like when somebody come at me crazy, it's like, wait a minute. I done all this work. Like, you ain't about to do that to me. We're not having that today. We got to start blocking people. We got to start saying no. Setting boundaries. We have to create boundaries, or people will step right on over them, through them, across them, and everything. So, keeping it real. What else can I do but keep it real? Till next time, and a special class of 2020. Keep your head up. Keep your head up, guys. Blessings. Till next time, keeping it real. Always gonna keep it real with J. Rose. Peace, love, and hair grease.